St. Louis isn't the only city dealing with thousands of eyesore properties. Detroit is solving the problem from the ground up.
Demolition creates jobs, and an abundance of vacant lots allows the city to sell at a low price, giving residents an opportunity to reinvest in their community. As a part of our continued commitment to find answers for St. Louis's problems, political editor Mark Maxwell traveled to the Motor City searching for solutions.
Let me show you something real quick.
Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan tapped 27-year police veteran Todd Bettison to serve as his deputy and help complete the city's comeback.
If you look at this map right here, you can zoom in. This just shows you at a glance the number of abandoned houses or abandoned structures that were a real eyesore and creating blight in the city of Detroit.
In an hour-long interview, Bettison rattled off a long list of issues plaguing Detroit, many of the same issues we see in St. Louis.
The abandoned houses. We had roughly 80,000 something abandoned houses in the city of Detroit at the time. They complained about garbage pickup. It was just so much.
Detroit got back to work turning these eyesores into assets. And with each vacant home knocked down, a bit more of a hometown on the horizon.
This is the nation's largest demolition program.
Before Brian McKinney could become part of Detroit's comeback story, he had to come back himself.
There was an opportunity to come back home and participate in the redevelopment of my city.
Now,
we're about doing the work.
His company is growing fast, picking up contracts left and right to tear down vacant homes standing in the way of a safer city.
The city of Detroit was able to create economic opportunity for its residents. That's been a very transformative thing that I think will pay dividends well after all the blight is gone.
He's not the only one growing his wealth.
About 25,000 demolitions.
There's more than enough work to go around.
We aim to use as many local subcontractors as possible.
Once the lots are clear, the city uses new real estate as a perk for the people who already call Detroit home.
The land bank and our side lot program has been a major asset of transferring a tremendous amount of city-owned property back to the residents of Detroit.
That's wealth.
Yes.
Things that might go to
Alyssa Strickland works at the city's land bank, where local homeowners can search for real estate next door.
We've sold over 21,000 side lots for $100 exclusively to Detroit homeowners.
What's beautiful about it is now the city doesn't have to maintain it. The residents will do creative things with the lots.
We bought the lot next to it for $100.
Katie Moreno-Elst runs a local block club.
So the ice skating rink is right there.
And turned vacant lots into a makeshift ice rink to give neighborhood kids something to do in the winter.
What possessed you to do all this?
Hockey town in freezing weather.
And in the spring, kids will reap the reward of their work as flowers blossom and bring bees along with them.
Isn't it a lot of work?
It is a lot of work, but it's so worth it.
Why?
Green space is hard to get in a city. I mean, it's hard to come by, and to own property and land, that's something that every person wants to do.
Shrinking cities have often seen population loss as a problem.
And so now we have huge amounts of vacant land in the city.
Until journalist John Gallagher nudged city leaders to see the upside in spreading out.
The houses in our neighborhood had very small backyards.
Now the city sees vacant lots for their strategic potential.
We offer small bundles of property. You know, if we've got a lot of inventory in one neighborhood, we might package 4, 5, 6 houses together.
We're very strategic about where we do these renovations.
At first,
the progress was in the downtown.
Now, construction manager Robert Saxon sees signs of life as renovations start to pay off.
We're trying to do properties near stronger neighborhoods so that all that development over there bleeds into some of the weaker neighborhoods.
Land banks, often called the owner of last resort, are now paying dividends to the entire city.
Everybody feels like they're getting a taste of that comeback.
This home will soon hit the market and offer one more family a chance to put down roots in Detroit.
How you build generational wealth. To me, the way you build generational wealth is in your house.
And Mark joins us now. And Mark, we were talking off camera earlier. Some of these ideas are already taking root here, aren't they?
That's right. Just since we've returned from Detroit, St. Louis rolled out plans to start adopting that side lot program, which means you could soon apply to purchase a vacant lot next door to your home for just $100 plus the processing fees. That policy sparked a sense of hope, a sense of ownership in Detroit, that living in a shrinking city now comes with perks for people who stay and call it home. And the land bank there, their strategy, trying to coax investors or homeowners to move in just next door to hot areas. All of that was building up to give people a sense of momentum.
We're working to deliver what they want. And when you deliver on promises, promises kept.
We built on our strengths, and I think that's what every city has to do, is build on your strengths.
The leadership has to align in some ways.
Next Tuesday, we hear from Mayor Mike Duggan directly and take a closer look at all the political solutions that led up to lower crime, higher wages, more jobs, and more affordable housing in Detroit.
Thank you, Mark.